Chapter 4 of the Liar Society. Weatherby. I try not to freak out about my first sailing practice while I wait for Jack to show me how to get to the field house, which is what everyone at Boston calls the gym. But the second I see Jack saunter across the lobby of Hunt, hair flopping in his face, a smirk in his eyes, I'm more annoyed than nervous. Jack nods for me to follow him outside. The air is crisp, even with a jacket on, but in the sun, it feels like spring. Until the wind whips at my face and whistles in my ear, and I remember the end of March in Massachusetts is full of empty promises. Jack and I don't talk as we follow the path down the hill toward the water. The entrance to the field house is guarded by a twisting, winding hedge maze. As I make my way through the labyrinth of tall manicured plants, all I can think is that this place is so strange. Inside, Jack stops at a table to get water and snacks, and there's another poem. But when we win 1-0, that nothing means everything. From Defender by Linda Sue Park. I take an alkaline boxed water, a sumo mandarin, and the best homegrown macaron I've ever had from a colorful green and white cookie tower. Jack does the same and then walks over to the locker room. He holds the door open for me. Why would I go into the boys' locker room? He turns around and shoots me a look. Are you coming or what? Ew, I'm not gum at the bottom of his fancy pants loafers. Yeah, I say, and hope he's not messing with me. When I step inside, the locker room is co-ed. This must be a rich kid thing. Most of the team is getting dressed in the bathroom stalls, so I do that too. I change into Skip's daughter's old gear. She qualified for the Olympic trials. Her hand-me-downs are my good luck charms. I layer on leggings, a t-shirt, a long-sleeve tech, a vest, a fleece, and wool socks. Then I slide into her old sailing boots and breathe. I've got this. I pull out my sunglasses, gloves, and a hat and carry my bag over to the benches. On the wall, there's a whiteboard with magnets that say everyone's name and boat. 1 through 14. The better your ranking, the lower your number. My name, Weatherby Walker, is written in marker next to, please be someone good, I think, as I look to see who I'm paired with. Teddy Covington! Excitement floods through me. Teddy is my skipper. We're a team within a team. Then I see our boat's number, 1. The best boat. Just as quickly, fear rises in my stomach. Breathe. Why would Coach Greenleaf rank me best? I get that this ranking is only for practice today, but being number 1 feels like a lot of pressure. Unless maybe she thought Teddy and I would sail well together. I think that too. Love your vintage vibe. Teddy arcs a brow and sits down next to me, looking like a ski bunny in a navy zip-up, red boots, and bright blue bike shorts over black leggings. Next stop, the Olympics! My cousin qualified for the Olympic trials. The lie falls from my mouth before I can stop it. Why did I make that up? Lies on top of lies will only make things harder for me here. I mean, yes, Skip is like my uncle, so in theory, his daughter would be like my cousin. Except I've never met her, so that's way different. I borrowed my gear from her, for luck. Love that! Teddy tilts her head at me. My sister was on the Olympic team. Oh, wow, her sister was in the Olympics. That's awesome, she smiles. I bet she knows your cousin. I swallow. Maybe, I manage. It was a long time ago. Yeah, Teddy looks down at my boots. I can tell, no offense. My cheeks burn. There's a loud knock on the locker room door. A few seconds later, Coach Greenleaf walks into the room with Coach Davies in tow. My stomach flutters, nervous to finally meet them, since they weren't on campus during my interview. They're both new this year, like me, and professional sailors. They're going to help the whole team get better. Coach Greenleaf has one of those permanent sunburns. It doesn't matter that it's in spring in New England. Her nose is freckled and peeling a little. She's so white that she's red. Listen up! Coach Davies and I have business to discuss. Give us your attention for a few minutes, will you? Coach Davies looks way younger than the other teachers at Boston. Her black hair is in a ponytail and tucked into the back of a Nantucket red sailing hat that looks pretty against her brown skin. Everyone stops what they're doing and quiets down. "If you haven't noticed, there's a stranger in the room," Coach Greenleaf says. I hear someone cackle in the corner. I stare at my boots, jaw clenched, but I can feel 30 pairs of eyes boring into me. I want to melt into the floor. "Jack, Prescott, enough. This is the time when we all clap and act fun and welcoming, at least until we get out into the water and start competing." "Woohoo!" Teddy shouts. The rest of the team follows her, clapping along. She's a leader and a good sailor. It makes sense that she's in the first boat. Teddy's eyes meet mine, and for a second, it feels like we're already friends. "We're dividing everyone up today," Coach Davies says. Someone groans. "Don't do that," she shakes her head. "This is your chance to practice and learn. You might even show us you're better at sailing than we think you are. We want to win our first inter-conference regatta and make it to nationals." "Winner, winner, chicken dinner!" Jack shouts. A few kids laugh. Coach Greenleaf ignores him. She turns to me. "New girl, we are going to try you out on the A team with Teddy. The rest of you, check the board. We don't want to hear complaints about your partners until practice is over. If you hate your ranking, sail better." "Layer up. It's shifty out there," Coach Davies adds. "See you on the water." Everyone puts their dry suits before grabbing a life jacket and heading out to the dock. The dry suits are assorted colors and brands, but the one thing they have in common is that they are waterproof. One-piece bodysuits. I'm wearing a two-piece, spray pants and a jacket. I didn't get to ask Mom to get me a one-piece because they're expensive. There's nothing bad about the two-piece unless you fall into the water, and I'm not planning on doing that. No one else is dressed like me, which feels weird, but also I know I'm just nervous. I ignore the pit in my stomach. My outfit doesn't matter. Inside the boathouse, Teddy gets our sail bag. I grab the rudder. Then we walk back outside and over to the dock. As soon as I see our boat, a small dinghy called 420, because the boat is 420 centimeters long. I can't wait to zoom off across the water. The whole team is getting set up. Everyone is rigging their boats and joking around and having fun, and suddenly I'm on a team with all these other kids who want to race boats and win as much as I do. My brain is spinning and my heart is skipping. I can't stop smiling. There are fireworks going off inside me because right now I get to do the thing I love most in the world. If I sail my best, I'll get to help our team win nationals. I'll be part of something important at Boston like that. Sailing was the one time Dad felt like the best version of himself. He wrote a lot about how much he loved being in the boat, and the thought always sends a jolt of happiness through me because sailing is the thing we share. No matter what, Dad and I always have the wind and the waves connecting us. Coach Greenleaf and Coach Davies get into a small motorboat and start setting up for the day, marking the course with buoys. One two-person team is already on the water practicing 360s. I watch for a second as they spin around. As soon as Teddy and I start setting up, I feel great. Skip made me rig and de-rig his boat hundreds of times, probably more. He said sailing is about muscle memory. Without thinking too hard, I know exactly how to tune the boat. After Teddy finishes getting the main rigged, she comes over to check on me and smiles when she sees I'm all set. "Let's cruise, Queen!" I smile back as we put the boat in the water. I hold it to the dock while Teddy gets in, fine-tunes things, then hoists the mainsail. The chilly wind stings my eyes. I need both hands to stop the boat from flopping around and hitting up against the pier. When Teddy tells me she's good to go, I hop in, grab the lines, and we push off. The sail catches the breeze and we zip away, bumping along the choppy waves. My stomach jumps. Teddy laughs. "I guess it's gonna be that kind of day." I can't help but laugh too. And for a few seconds, as we ride along the water, I'm so happy I forget to feel nervous. "Let's try a couple of roll tags," she says. "Make sure we are in sync." I still have to translate in my head because sailing has its own language and it's hard to keep everything straight. Row tack means we shift our body weight to turn the boat through the wind. I usually do a 3, 2, 1, go. We'll lean out and go and roll on a go. Then, when it's time to jump across, I'll say, up. Perfect, I nod, because so far, Teddy does things the same as Skip. We head into the breeze. My hands are twitchy as I try to hold on to the ropes, and my mind is racing in second-guessing circles. I should be talking right now. I need to talk, I think, suddenly realizing I've barely said a word. Normally, the entire time I'm in the boat, I'm blabbering on and on. The wind doesn't know what it wants to do today. Puffs here, puffs there, puffs everywhere. Skip and I are always on the same page, completely in sync. But when I talk like that, I'm unfiltered and sometimes I say other things. Secret things. It doesn't matter with Skip, but I don't want to say the wrong thing to Teddy. And right now, everything in my head sounds wrong. I'm afraid to let her in. She can't figure out I didn't win the regatta. After a few seconds, Teddy shouts, 3, 2, 1, go! At the same time, we both lean out and pull the boat over hard. The wind is strong, slapping me across the face, stinging my cheek. We are hit with a vicious gust. It feels like the boat might flip on top of us. But Skip and I practiced boat handling a lot when the wind was powerful, so I wouldn't panic. Even if right now the way the boat is positioned seems wrong, it's right. It's physics. And I can tell this is going to be a perfect row tack. Up! Teddy shouts as the wind hits us. I know what to do. Jump across to the other side. Don't get hit by the broom, the big metal pole on the bottom of the mainsail. Grab the lines, flatten the boat, and we'll have made the turn. In my head, I'm on it. Of course I am. I've done this so many times, but I don't jump or grab or flatten or move. South Middle School Weatherby could do this in her sleep, but Boston School Weatherby freezes. Weatherby, up! Up! Teddy's voice is louder. Come on! I hold on tighter to the ropes, hands visibly shaking. I need to jump across, except before I can, I'm being launched backward into the lake. The icy cold water shocks me as I get pulled into the dark, cloudy abyss. I kick and push, fighting to find my way back to the surface, but something thick and sticky yanks me down. Really sticky, like super glue. My eyes pop when I look and see what's got me because I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Floating beneath the surface is a white, foamy blob, at least twice my size. Fear pulses through me, my lungs start to burn, my chest constricts, my body is screaming out, I need air, I need help. I kick both legs again as hard as I can, and then I feel something give. My boot is gone. I pull and push myself, struggling underwater until I shatter through the surface and suck in air. I'm gasping, heavy, straining to breathe. Weatherby, are you okay? Teddy shouts at me, leaning over from where she's standing on the centerboard, the small footrest attached to the bottom of the boat. My heart bangs against my ribcage and echoes in my ears. A rush of adrenaline pumps through my veins. I'm not okay. I was stuck. What was that? I can't find the words to say what I'm thinking, but somehow Teddy seems to understand that I'm not fine. Grab on to the hiking strap. She points to the black fabric band inside the boat. I reach up and hold on. Don't let go. I've got you. Okay. I choke out. My eyes sting. I squeeze them shut. I can't cry. Not now. Not here. When I look up again, Teddy is holding the rail and pulling the boat toward her with her arms, fishing me out from the water. Then the boat turns upright and we tumble in, sails flapping above us. I pull myself up, still panting. There are a few inches of freezing water under me. I'm soaked. I capsized our boat. Everyone saw, the whole team. Being good at sailing is the reason I'm here. Boston wanted me because I'm a winner, except I'm not. I'm a liar. I should have come clean about what happened at the regatta when I had the chance. Sailing is the thing I'm best at, and now I'm making mistakes I've never made before. Teddy puts the boat into safety mode, breathing hard and heavy, and sits down. It hits me then just how cold I am, shivering in my wet clothes. I'm pretty sure she can see right through me. All the cracks I've been trying to hide are showing now. I don't belong at Boston. I turn when I hear the whistle. My head starts to throb as all the other boats circle around the coaches and we float further out from school and the team. Suddenly, I'm so cold. What just happened? Teddy's breath hitches. I swallow. I got stuck underwater on... I don't know what that was, I say, teeth chattering. Her eyes are wide now, like cotton candy, but gross. Yeah, I nod. Exactly. That's literally not normal. That stuff wasn't in there in the fall. When I saw pieces floating around last week, I told Coach, and she told Dr. Fairview they need to clean up. So I guess they're going to. I think it's some kind of weird pollution, she sighs. But that's not what I was asking you. Why did you freeze up? I don't get what happened. She strains, forehead pinched, like she's worried and trying to understand. Just tell me the truth, okay? Please? I want to. I wish I could tell Teddy everything. It wouldn't be a relief to say what I'm thinking out loud. I lied. I shouldn't be here. But I need to stay. I want to be real friends. I'm just not sure I can trust her yet. But maybe I could? No one needs to know you messed up. Teddy shifts away. I'll tell Coach the wind caught us off guard. Teddy already has my back. Thank you. I take a deep breath. There's no way we're sailing together now, she says, sounding disappointed. My chest is tight again. Why not? She shrugs, her mouth twisted. That's just how Coach is. She's not into second chances. Then she eyes me. Plus, you're not in a dry suit, so you're done for the day. My heart sinks. I bite back a frustrated scream as it hits me how badly I've messed up. I thought we'd be a good team after I saw you win the regatta. I asked if you could be my crew. Teddy is the reason Coach put me in boat 1. And I mean, I get that you didn't capsize our boat on purpose, but did I do something wrong? Clearly I did. I must have. You didn't do anything wrong, I say. I'm the one who flipped our boat. I'm the skipper, she says back. I'm supposed to be in charge and lead, but I don't know. I'm not always good at that part. You're this amazing crew and I just know something wasn't right. Me, I think. It was me. I'm not letting her blame herself for my mistake. I messed up. I paused for a second, trying to think of what to say. I want to be honest. I don't have a dry suit. There a lot of money. It's messing with my head. Because that's true too. And the second I say the words out loud, my chest loosens a little. Teddy blinks, surprised. And then she pauses like she's not sure what to say. My sister's tall, like you. If you want, you can borrow a dry suit. I'm sure we have extras. Wait, really? I asked, because that's not what I was expecting. That's awesome. I glanced down at my missing boot, lost to the underwater foam. You don't have any extra boots in a size 7? She laughs. I bet we do. I'll bring a pair tomorrow. Thank you, I say, relief pouncing through me. Because knowing I'll at least have the equipment I need to feel like I'm part of the team helps a lot. A minute later, Coach Greenleaf pulls up next to us. Hop on, Weatherby. I'll give you a ride back to the dock. And that's chapter 4 of the Liar Society. Stay tuned for chapter 5.